Hey everybody, it is on screen, off screen. We're back with another episode with Lauren, the greatest, except for one of her picks today because that's absolutely wrong. And then Josh, the master, the guide behind everything good, except for when he's wrong. And me, the genius of this podcast. So we're going to do some honorable mentions. Lauren, did you have any?
No.
Okay, Josh, let's start with yours.
I put the GTA franchise because it's dumb and stupid, and I hate it, and people love it, and it's dumb and stupid.
That's a good one.
I put bacon. I like bacon, but if I have the choice between bacon and sausage, I'll pick sausage. Or like an actual ham is also better to me, and bacon's just overrated in that way.
I'm actually okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. And then I put The Witcher 3 because it's another one that people just absolutely love, and I just don't get it. I think it's stupid.
Josh is wrong. That was wrong. I just take back the thing on bacon because it was so. Wait, he just said was so dumb that everything else he said is wrong.
Guess Witcher what's 3 on my list?
Best. Oh my no! Garbage. Garbage. I am on a podcast with garbage eaters. Nah, ridiculous.
Garbage eaters.
Witcher 3 is amazing, and the DLC alone makes that game, the whole game, fantastic.
Oh, Witcher wasn't on my list, but now it will be. Just kidding.
I would trust Konlin that the DLC is fantastic. It's just too bad you have to play through like 35 hours of absolute shit and then play with terrible mechanics in the game just to get to that so great DLC.
So, Josh, I literally was just talking to a friend, and he said that there's an option now to have a character that's strong enough to play the DLC, and you should do it because it's great. I own it. Just do it.
What are your honorable mentions, Colin?
Okay, my honorable mentions. Final Fantasy. I have tried it multiple times, and I just don't get it. I don't understand it. It doesn't click for me. Blade Runner. I think the original Blade Runner is a cult classic, and I don't like that movie really at all. Don't understand why people love it. I think the follow-up Blade Runner 2049 is a hugely superior movie, and Blade Runner just isn't that good. The book It with the clown, I liked the first movie pretty well. The book, a whole half of the book when they're older adults and they're still like scared of the same thing that they were scared of when they were kids, I think is stupid. The whole memory problems thing is stupid. Two of the main characters like fall in love with each other because they have memories, and it's dumb. It's just not a very good book because half of it is just dumb. The way that they deal with the monster is stupid. It's I was extremely disappointed by that book. Extremely. My next one is Hereditary. Hereditary is the only movie in the entire world that I wish I would not have watched. I have a scene in that movie that's stuck in my head, and it makes me disgusted, and I don't like it. And it is rated quite often as one of the best horror movies of all time. And I guess it made me feel disgusted, so that works for horror, but I don't like it. I don't enjoy that movie. The ending is just bizarre, and I don't think it's good. Having cable. Anybody who has cable at this point is an idiot and should get rid of cable because cable costs a huge amount of money, and this almost got on my actual list, and maybe it should have, because having cable is incredibly dumb. Don't get cable. Cut cable. It's a complete waste. You're wasting your money. You're throwing it down the drain.
I'm going to disagree with you on it making even their honorable mentions because I think that's a fairly accepted thing.
But there's a lot of people who still have cable. Who the freak still has
cable? I don't know anybody who still has cable.
There are millions and millions of people who still have cable. Millions. Why? My in-laws have freaking cable. Cable is stupid. Cable's stupid.
Okay.
And then my last one was hookup culture. I was kind of involved in that, and I don't really think that one's one that maybe should have made my actual list too. I don't know. and it didn't really do a lot of good things for me. I don't think it's worthwhile. I don't think it causes people a lot of problems, and I don't think it's good. I don't think it's good for us. I don't think it's good for really anybody. Okay, with that, let's go to our actual top 10. Lauren, let's start with you.
Okay, I I was telling Josh earlier, I was like, maybe I should change this one because it's making me sound like a pick me girl. But it's just like I don't have anything against my 10 is makeup. I don't have anything against people wearing makeup, but for me, I'm like, it's overpriced. I don't get a full face of makeup. Like, I do mascara and eyeliner every once in a while, but like, I don't understand like contouring and I don't understand it. And so I'm like, if you want to every once in a while look different, I guess good for you, but I think it's overrated, and I think people should feel better about just being themselves. But
I I think that's a great one. I think a lot of girls just overdo it, and a lot of guys actually don't like it. When your face is so caked it looks like a doll, like Josh, the what Nancy Drew show, the rich girl. I think she would be super pretty, but she has so much makeup on her face, it actually makes her less attractive.
Yep.
yeah, I'm not against makeup giving you confidence, but I think that should help boost it, not be a crutch for it.
Yeah, you should still be able to see your actual face. And all the girls watching are like, it's easy for Lauren when you're so like pretty and stuff. But no, I think anybody can be pretty and you don't need a lot of makeup. Doesn't it doesn't make you look better.
Well,
I agree completely.
I don't mind either if somebody wants to like cake it on to like make themselves like feel better, but I don't think that you should find only solace in caking it on, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but even if you cake it on like maybe this is taking it too far, but I almost feel like it's like a two-face kind of situation where you become almost a different person and like who is the real person and you lose yourself.
What I'm saying is like I don't think you should be caking it on every day so that you look like somebody else. But like if every once in a while you want to like, because like I'm thinking of
Okay.
like people who do like cosplay and things like
Okay.
that. I have nothing against that, and honestly, I don't care if you cake it on or whatever if that's good with you. But what I'm saying is like the makeup shouldn't be your focal point of your confidence. I don't think. Um, that's where I think it's overrated. Where I feel like a lot of society has put the pressure on women to make the focal point of their confidence be in how good they are with their makeup. So
Awesome. I like
that's
that.
where I think it's
That's a really good
overrated.
one. That's a
So
really good one.
yeah.
All right, Josh, what do you got?
So for my number 10, it's quite a different take than that pick.
It's
Honestly, that's a
makeup.
better
I'm
pick.
just
Yeah,
kidding.
that's a better pick than what I've got. But for my number 10, I picked Stranger Things. I think season 1 is really really good. I think nothing else about that show is really really good. And I was dating somebody whose sisters would watch it on repeat all of the time, and people talk about it like it's the greatest Netflix show even. And I'm like, no, it's not that good. Okay, there are so many things better than it. The second season is not good. The third season sucks. So I didn't even watch the fourth season because I thought the third season was so bad. If you look up a list of like best TV shows of all time, Stranger Things is going to be on there. And I just don't get it. Because aside from the first season, it's not worth watching. And the first season is a complete story, so you could just watch the first season.
Yeah,
So that's my number
I
10.
that's a good one. I think that's a good one.
Is I can't think of the character of the actor's name who plays Samwise in the Lord of the Rings. Is he in the first season of
Mm-hmm.
Stranger Things? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Then yeah, I agree. I couldn't remember if he was in the second season or not. So
That's a good one, Josh. That's a good one.
it's
For
good.
me, it's actually Dave Chappelle. I do not. He's one of the biggest comedians in the world, and I've watched multiple things from him. I like comedy. I don't think this guy is funny at all. And it's not like I just don't think I'm not just getting his comedy. I've watched enough to try to get it. I just don't think he's funny. And I don't get how he became so big. I think Dave Chappelle is massively overrated.
I
I'm
don't
not
even
mad
know
at
who
that
that
pick.
is.
I think he got big because of the timing. So there was COVID, and he was very outspoken and didn't care about being canceled.
Maybe that was it. I really don't know. I just super overrated. All right, with that, let's go to my number 9. Overalls. Overalls suck. Overalls suck so bad. And I don't understand why any woman wears them. Guess what? Any woman who's wearing this, if you wear overalls, it makes you look worse. Period. When I was a kid, they would make fun of overalls. Yeah, Lauren, stop wearing overalls. I know
No,
you do it.
I have.
It's
I do.
garbage. Garbage. Overalls are trash. They're terrible. Go ahead, Lauren.
Listen, I like
Nope, we
wearing.
don't even need to hear what she says because they're trash. They're trash.
No,
Go ahead.
listen. So like I grew up on like a ranch and stuff like that. So like
Yeah.
I loved the overalls because they have so many pockets and I could put so many eggs in so many different pockets and they wouldn't get smushed. So I like
So
them for not fashion but for utility
Function.
function.
okay,
Thank you.
this is the only acceptable answer. Anybody like when I was a kid, that's where I was gonna go. Where you saw overalls, it was about farmers. Farmers wearing overalls. And a lot of things would like make fun of the farmers in their overalls. And then all suddenly is a fashionable thing to wear overalls. No, it looks terrible. You look like a freaking trash can. Stop wearing overalls. They suck. Overalls are so freaking overrated and they're garbage.
Is it
Okay.
just the denim or like even the jumpers that people
Oh, all overalls. Overalls are bad. I argue with my
anything with
sister-in-law
straps?
constantly about how stupid overalls look. I'm like, you're trying to get a boyfriend, right? Don't wear overalls. It will help you. I promise, because they suck.
Maybe
I have
she's trying to
strong
get that
feelings about
farmer.
overalls. Strong feelings. There's no good thing to be like. I'm telling you, if any girl sees this, you will have more luck with men if you do not wear overalls.
Now, if you
Wear
want luck with women, wear.
I
That's probably true.
I
that might be true. I don't know. We need
know it is.
anybody who is into women and is a woman. Please comment below. Are overalls sexy? And yeah. Anyway, overalls terrible. Josh, what is your number 9?
Okay, my number 9, I think Colin's going to agree with, is the show Friends.
I
Uh,
agree.
People love this show. They call it the greatest sitcom. They call How I Met Your Mother just a ripoff. But How I Met Your Mother is better in every single way, in that every single character actually develops throughout the show instead of just one. Um, I think the Friends has some funny moments, but this should not be anybody's favorite show as far as I'm concerned.
That was a
No,
good pick. Yeah.
that is a very good pick. I debated putting that in my honorable mentions. Like debated hard. I think it's a funny show, so I didn't go that overrated, but I'm not sad about that pick at all. Not at all.
I think it's a funny show too, but like, look up a list of best sitcoms ever.
It'll be on there for sure.
Friends
It'll
is
be
gonna
high.
be it's gonna be number 1, number 2, or number 3 on basically every single one of those lists.
Yes, and it doesn't deserve to be that high at all. That's a good pick. That's a good pick.
Good one.
Lauren, what was your number 9?
Reality TV in general. I do not like reality TV shows. I think it just makes like it just the producers make a fool of everybody on the show. Everybody on the show makes a fool of themselves. I just feel bad and embarrassed for everybody all the time when I watch it. Unless it's like a baking off or cooking reality. It's that reality TV show with like the cooking challenges and stuff.
I say it's a little different.
Okay, then I
Yeah.
stick with my guns of all reality TV It's just trash.
I would say it depends on the definition, because I was going to ask if you count cooking competitions, because then Conlon might disagree with you.
Yeah, because I was like, I will watch cooking competitions every once in a while. It's not like my go-to, but I don't think it's overrated. But I do think reality TV, especially like the dating ones, um,
Like Jersey Shore
oh
or
yeah,
Love Island
Bachelor,
or
Bachelorette.
yeah.
does
It's,
Bachelor
I
Bachelorette count?
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, I think
Okay.
it's funny listening to people who love those shows, but I do not like the show.
I don't either.
So
I actually had The Bachelor on my list and I erased it because I was like, I just haven't watched it enough to be like, I can really say this. I've seen a couple episodes and been like, oh, some of those women are really hot. And that's really all that I've watched of these shows. But you're
yeah,
right. People love them. You'll get girls that will like meet up every single week and have parties around The Bachelor. And it's insane. Because
yeah.
it's just not. It's a lot of trash. It's a lot of
I
trash.
mean, like, I could maybe get behind getting a group and just like trashing on it as we watch it, but then also feeling a little bit bad because, like, I don't know, some of these people think that they're being like stars going on these reality TV shows, and it's like, no, sweetie, everyone's making fun of you. I'm so sorry to tell you this.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's a great one. Yeah, there's just a lot of trash. A lot of trash.
yeah.
Let's go to your number 8.
My number 8.
Yeah.
I have bars slash raves slash clubbing.
Great
Uh,
pick.
what?
Great pick.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's just not my scene. I don't think. Yeah, I've never had like a good time going to any of those things, and I have a coworker that's always like asking me to go bar hopping, and I'm like, what part of I want to be in bed by 9 p.m. with my dog makes you think that I want to go to the bar and go bar hopping? I'm like, I don't drink. I hate clubs because they're playing music. They're not playing my playlist. And there's just a lot of sweaty bodies everywhere, and I don't like it. It's just like I'd rather be home controlling my media with my dog. So
That
it's too
is
loud.
fair. So my number 8 kind of connects to that. I actually like clubbing. I did some when I was
Not.
doing hookup culture kind of stuff.
Hey,
And
do you want to go home with a headache and not be able to hear? Yeah.
actually
Yeah,
had
weird
fun.
smells
And
on you.
I love that music like beat just like pouring into your soul. I think it's a lot of fun.
That scene
But-
from How I Met Your Mother. Hey, do you want to go listen to super repetitive music that hasn't changed since the 90s?
Yeah. I think it's fun. Anyway, my number 8 is actually drinking, but it's different than yours. Mine is when people drink and they pregame, and they're so drunk that by the time whatever you were going to have like watching or doing, you don't even remember it because you're so drunk. Like I've been so many concerts where somebody has gotten so drunk before the actual act that you paid for that there's no way you remember because you are like passed out sick on the ground, and that is absolutely asininely stupid. I went to Chris Stapleton like a year ago, and this girl was so drunk that she was like literally laying on the ground and couldn't stand up when Chris Stapleton got out on the stage. That is just moronic, and it's way too common. It's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
What was yours, Josh?
My number 8 is running. I think running is stupid. Obviously, I'm a fat man, but people have been telling me my whole life, you're such a good runner. You just got to get that runner's high. I think runner's high is a lie that people are telling themselves. You know what I think you're feeling? Relief that you stopped running, because running is the dumbest thing. That's it.
Keeps you
That
healthy,
is-
but at what cost?
Absolutely hilarious.
Like, legitimately, people talk about a runner's high. I've never felt a runner's high.
Are they
Running is stupid.
Do they get high while they're running or after?
People, I don't know what people like.
Because
People say
like,
like you get to a point where you feel good towards the end of your run, and I'm like, it's relief. You are
yeah.
feeling relief for stopping running.
I was gonna say when my dad was like having me train for a whole bunch of like 5Ks and stuff, like I remembered it was 30 minutes after the run when my body finally was like, we're not dying anymore, it's okay. That was
And
like a good high.
genuinely, you'll feel super good once you get there. At least I do. So running's kind of worth it to me because I do get the like endorphin rush, feel good later. But while you're running it does absolutely suck.
It's like,
Absolutely, it sucks.
why do you hit yourself 50 times with a hammer? Because it feels so good when you stop. That's running for Josh.
Yeah, like Konlin talks about this endorphin rush, like, oh, he feels so good after he finished running. I think that's made up. I have never ever felt that in my entire life.
I get that
I have felt
hiking,
it.
not running.
You don't get it running. Do you get it
Mm-mm.
when you do something like super hard physically? I'll get it when I'm lifting really, really hard and I'm like, get done with that or whatever.
It's like hiking, rock climbing. Well, actually, I think those are more adrenaline things. I
Hiking,
think
rock
I'm on an
climbing makes sense
adrenaline
to me
high.
because you get to go, hey, I did this amazing thing. I went to this really cool place, right? I climbed that. Running is like, I hit a new time on my stopwatch. I feel so good. No, you feel good because you stopped running.
And Josh is like, thank heaven, no more running. It's over. Life is good. And then he's like, underrated thing, stopping running. All right. Have we gone through 8 for everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. My number 7 is one that I don't know if everyone's gonna agree with, but I combined two, Starbucks and Swig. I
Boo.
I is Swig good? Like I'm gonna say Swig is good, but it's crazy overpriced. You can do it at home in like 20 seconds. It doesn't take. You don't have to cook. You literally just have to pour it in and go squirt, squirt, and then you have your drink. I I don't hate Swig, but I don't understand the overpriced and the fact that everybody drinks it like every day here in Utah. And then Starbucks is like the rest of the world version of that. You're spending $8 on a freaking ginormous thing. At least you have to buy a good machine to be able to do that. It's not get a soda, pour it in, drip, drip, and be able to drink it. But it's like $8 to $12 every single day for this freaking coffee. And I think it's massively overrated.
Okay, I'll agree with like getting a coffee every day, but as a little treat for myself, every once in a while, I'll get a pink drink with chocolate cold foam, and it's like a chocolate strawberry drink, and it's so good. I learned how to make it at home though, but it's literally less expensive for me to go get it at Starbucks.
That's a better thing. That's cool. I'm very, very surprised that it's less expensive to get
Well,
it at
I
Starbucks.
mean, I
Starbucks is
guess
expensive.
it's just like I guess like I kind of got like expensive ingredients for it all, and then
Okay.
I guess with how much, because it's like coconut water and strawberries, and then like I have to like cut my strawberries up, and I guess with however many drinks it would kind of over time save me a little money, but I'd rather just have them make it for me.
I'm going to agree with Starbucks because you say it's like $8 to $12 for this giant, enormous thing, but you don't. It's like this big.
Yeah.
It's like a McDonald's small is what you get for $8 to $12. That's my big thing with Starbucks. I haven't really gone to Starbucks that much. I do know that when I was like 18 or 19, I was managing and this girl was always late because she had to get her Starbucks. So I was like, I will get your Starbucks for you. Just show up on time. And so I would go through this line and I'd be like, I cannot pronounce any of these words. Let me just show you my phone. And I would be like, this is her order today. And they'd be like, great, that's $15. And I was like, $15? Holy crap. And then they'd give me like this small little, I'm like,
You're like,
who
what?
the freak is doing this every day? Okay.
Yeah.
With Swig or Sodalicious or insert your soda mix drink, like they are more expensive, but they're not egregiously so. Like you pay $3.50 for a 44 ounce.
They're like $4 now.
Okay,
Absolutely.
$4. You can go to Maverick and get a 44 ounce for $2.50. You're spending $1.50 more to get all this stuff.
Maverick, you're getting it for like $1.50 or $1.
No, it's like
With the
$2.50.
fountain.
Yeah, to get like a 44 ounce.
Yeah.
But if you refill it, it's cheaper.
It's cheaper if you refill it. Yeah. But it is more expensive. I'm not saying it's not more expensive. And yes, you could do it on your own. But you go to Sodalicious or Swig when they're not busy. It takes you like 5 minutes. It's very convenient because you're driving somewhere already. Hopefully you're not just going out for it. And you get a really delicious drink for not that much more.
Yeah, I say overrated for every day, not overrated for like a treat every once in a while.
I'm okay with that. Overrated. I will accept that, guys. Every day overrated, and there's a lot of people that do it every day, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people that will go through a case of Diet Coke a day.
Shut up.
Just that is totally a thing too. And I guess
or people who drink like Diet Pepsi. Ugh. Taking the worst soda and making it worse.
Hey, listen, that was the only vending machines we had.
So, they actually did. Have you heard the blind taste test thing with Pepsi?
Mm-mm.
And Coke? Okay, so this was like 2000. They did a blind taste test, and Pepsi was being like, ours is blind taste testing better. And Coke thought that was complete crap. And then they started doing their own tests, and they found the exact same results. Coke then changed their formula, and the entire world lost their freaking minds. You can't change the Coke formula. You can't do that. So basically, Coke gave everybody a better product, like literally made it so it was blind test studied better, and everybody lost their shit. They gave them a better product for a cheaper price, and they were like, no, we want the shitty stuff. Give us the shitty stuff back. And
Put
so
the
they
cocaine back in my drink.
They changed it back to the original formula to make everybody happy. It has literally been blind taste studied that Pepsi is better. And I hate both of them.
I think Coke is better. Pepsi is the skim milk of soda. It tastes so watered down and nasty. It's gross.
I think they're both gross. They could actually go on my list probably because they're terrible. Anyway.
I have had the sugary Coke, and so now Diet Coke sucks, but I have not had a sugary Pepsi, so Diet Pepsi is still good to me.
Okay. I think they're both gross. Actually, that's an honorable mention for me. Coke as a whole. Ugh, no. Anyway, what is your number 7, Lauren?
Okay, this actually goes back to kind of our 8s. I put alcohol. I think it's overrated. I understand how some people will, because I accidentally drank a margarita on a cruise, because I was with a work thing, and in my mind I was like, of course he gave me a virgin margarita. And so I drank it, and I was like, oh, all my social anxiety is gone. And I was like doing karaoke, and I was having a great time. So I see the appeal, but I just don't think that like all the problems that come with alcohol are worth me not having social anxiety. Because I've had a stepdad who is an alcoholic and abusive, and I've also had like other friends who like struggled with alcohol, and I've seen how it like ruins people's lives and how it can take control. And I just think that it's overrated. Like if it's, yeah, I think it's not good to self-medicate or, yeah, I just think it's too dangerous for a little thing.
Relief.
Yeah.
Fair enough. What about you, Josh?
My number 7 is Interstellar, the movie. I think the only thing good that came out of that movie was the soundtrack, and people need to stop putting it on all-time lists or calling it the best Nolan movie ever, because it's just not.
Okay. Solid. let's go to your number 6, Josh.
Okay, for my number 6, I put Las Vegas. The whole place smells like urine and weed, and like Konlin and I went there. I'm glad I went there once. I saw the things. There was some cool things. Konlin, did I ever not look nauseous on the strip?
No, never.
It was absolutely miserable for that reason. Smells terrible. People approach you. They try and take pictures with you and then charge you with them. It's loud. It's annoying. It's super overrated. The people that are like, oh, let's go to Vegas and for the weekend or whatever. I'm like, you want to go feel nauseous and nasty and disgusting and rub shoulders with sweaty people for a weekend? That's your idea of enjoyment? Ugh. I was glad I went once. Don't think I'll ever go again.
Would you go again for like going to the Sphere? We've talked about that recently.
It would have to be a really good deal. I would not pay the Sphere prices, no matter what it was, to go to the Sphere.
How much would you spend to go to the Sphere for a band that you would like? I like that band. I would like to see them.
$60.
Okay. I would spend more than that. I'd spend like $200 to go see something in the Sphere. It just looks so sick. It looks so cool.
It does. It does look really cool. But like, I can see that on my phone. I can see how cool it looks on my phone, and I know that's not nearly the same as. I'm not one of those people. I'm not saying it's the same. I'm saying it's something.
It is something. That is true. Yeah. It is something.
You're right.
What about like one of their other shows, like a magic show there, or anything like that? Nah. Okay. No.
Knights of the Round Table.
No. Like we were talking about it, and I said if Emmy Rossum and what's his bucket, Gerard Butler, reunited to perform Phantom, and they did some very special stuff to include the Phantom stuff. Like if they did it, because the stage is a very important part when you're performing Phantom, but since it's a Sphere and the stage is really tiny, if they like redid a whole thing specifically for the Sphere, I think that would be very, very cool.
That would be very cool.
But at the same time, a ticket to go see that would be like $3,000.
Yeah.
And so, is it $3,000 worth? Not to me, but that would be very cool.
That would be very cool.
There are cool things in Vegas, absolutely. I just think it's super overrated.
I think it's overrated.
The fact that people just survive on the strip is amazing to me because it smells so terrible.
That's gross.
It smells awful. That's a good one. All right, Lauren, what is your number 6? What are we at?
6.
Yeah, Josh is gonna hate my pick. I picked country music. I think is way overrated. Because I grew up in like a tourist town where it's like cowboy, so everywhere. Only
it's
thing
a tourist
that's playing,
for being small town.
Yeah, and like cowboyish, and so it's always country everywhere. Anything. I thought it was country and 80s rock because my dad listens to 80s rock, and my whole town was country. I didn't know there was like other genres for a while there.
I knew there were other things.
I knew there was Enya, 80s rock, and country. Like when I finally got out of my town and I like my first year of college and I started listening to other music, I was like, there's so much out there, guys. Did you know about this genre? So I think it was just like so much country for so long. And there are good country songs, and I do like some country songs, but it is overrated and is, yeah. So that's my little thing on country.
That's why she doesn't like clubs, because she went to a club after that and she's like, this is sacrilegious. What is this? This
isn't country.
Oh, why? This is
I don't hear Enya. I don't hear 80s rock. And it's
What's going on? No, I like country, but I can see where you grew up that being a thing. For
Yeah.
sure. For sure.
I understand the hatred of country. I don't understand it being on this list because country is like the most hated genre.
I feel like lately, I guess that's true, but I was like, I feel like in the, like, we're in Midwest? Are we in the Midwest? Or are we? Anyway, in
West,
our
Midwest.
section of the country, I feel like people really love country.
Do you think country is really the most hated? I mean, we literally
Yes.
have
How many
Beyonce.
people do you know?
Beyonce made an album with country.
How many people do you know that say, I like anything but country when you ask them what kind of music they like?
But that's partly because of where we grew up.
I have literally heard that all of the time, no matter where I was.
Hmm. Okay.
Like,
Okay.
anything but country. I hear it all the time. And it's like, no.
Well,
I'm a
That's
firm
not
believer
true.
that there are good songs, good bands, good in any genre. You just kind of have to find it. I understand that not everybody is like that, but I know a ton of people who will instantly be like, not country.
Yeah,
I
and I have to show them specific songs and be like, "This one's pretty good, huh?" And they're like, yeah.
yeah, and I have
Yeah.
like country songs that I like, but as a rule of thumb, I just tell people not to play country for me because I'm like they're gonna pick something that I hate or like gets played over and over. Because there is a lot of country that I do like, but I yeah, there's just a lot of what I think gets well, with any genre, the stuff that I feel like gets highlighted isn't usually the best of it, and so I feel like a lot of what gets highlighted in country isn't the best of country.
Yeah. Like I said, you not liking country, I'm fine with that. People cannot like country. That's okay. It's just like, I feel like country is the most hated genre. And so I don't see it being overrated because it gets so much hate. But it does remind me of an honorable mention I would like to make, and that's
Yeah.
mumble rap. Mumble rap is so
Okay.
terrible. When I was working at a boys' home, I was literally making fun of mumble rap, going, and a boy, not part of the conversation, came up, was like, "Hey, I really like that. What song is that? Who's the artist?" And I was like, "That's how terrible your genre is."
Josh, that's the artist.
Yeah.
Pay me up.
That's what you should have said, Josh. I'm releasing a single.
It's called Mumble Rumble. Mumble Rap is stupid.
Mumble rumble.
That's what I thought you were naming it. I was like, that's actually a great name. Mumble Rumble. I completely agree. I was actually just gonna say that for honorable mention because it is the one genre of music that I truly just don't like. I saw this video one time. It's one of my favorite videos on YouTube where a guy literally gets marbles and puts them in his mouth and does a song where he's like with the marbles in his mouth and turns it into a mumble rap. And he got like 100 and something thousand views without people knowing that it was marbles in his mouth. It's awful. It's awful. All right, with my number 6 is baseball. Baseball is America's pastime, and baseball sucks. And when I talk to baseball fans, they're always talking about the stats, and I was like, "Cool, you have stats for a game that sucks. Why do you like that? Not worth your time." And then they'll be like, "Do you know how fast you have to react to be able to hit a baseball in the pros?" And I was like, I, that's really cool that they can do that. That is absolutely awesome. You know what you can't watch? The reaction speed of somebody because it's so fast that you don't even care because baseball sucks. And there's like one position, the pitcher, that has any kind of fun in that entire game because baseball sucks.
I
Baseball
think the
is
hitter's the one who has all the fun.
hitter. Yeah, I guess, but you only have the one time where you're the hitter and then you're just there, I guess. I don't understand it. It's the hottest sport. Like I don't like being hot, and it's played during like the middle of summer. So you go to freaking Georgia or something, and you go and watch a baseball game, and it's 90 degrees with 100% humidity. Screw that. No, baseball is the worst, and it should not be America's pastime. It should be any other sport. Literally anything. Cricket. Cricket is better than baseball. Screw baseball.
The only thing
That's
I can
cool.
say was I was a sports photographer for my high school, and I loved doing baseball because it was so easy to get their poses. Because I'm like, okay, they're gonna go in for the slide. Got it. They're gonna hit the ball. Got it.
Yeah,
So
it's I do not. I
only
don't like
plus
baseball.
to baseball was the sports photography.
It's the sports photography, I guess,
It was
and like hot dogs, like
not
associated
now.
with baseball
Oh,
and
honorable
like hot
mention for
dogs.
me. Hot dogs. Continue.
Nah, hot dogs are good.
Hot dogs
Hot
suck.
dogs are good. I literally just ate hot dog
Terrible.
before we started recording because hot dogs are good.
I
Just
feel
throw them in the
bad
air
for you.
fryer. Yum.
Gross.
You
A
have to
good
have
hot
like
dog.
good hot dogs, not just any
Yeah.
old plain Jane
There
hot
is
dog.
no such thing as a good hot dog.
If you get a good bratwurst or something, that is complete like they're so good. I got a jalapeno
They're
cheddar one. Jalapeno cheddar bratwurst.
They're okay.
Yum. Very good. Anyway, Josh, let's go to your number 5.
Okay, my number 5 is the show Breaking Bad. It is a show all about accepting yourself,
No.
even if you're an
Bullshit.
egotistical, maniac, evil person. Just be yourself. And that's a
Bullshit.
terrible message to send, and it's awful, and what a waste. And people love this show, and it's just awful.
Just do
awful.
those drugs.
Breaking Bad is so good. The character writing is so good. The progression of the characters is so good. The writing is impeccable. It has some of the best villains of all time. Josh is 100% wrong on this. This is wrong. Like not subjectively wrong. It is objectively, like, if there was a god who could come down and be like, we're gonna judge people based on their right and wrong opinions, this would be wrong.
Really? You think God would side with you?
Yes.
We are literally having a podcast about shows that are supposed to uplift us, make us better people, want to be better people, and a show all about a guy accepting his inner evilness because it makes him feel good about himself is gonna be on God's side.
But he's wrong. The end of the show, it shows that he is wrong. He's damaged his family. He's hurt his family. And he's not any happier. He's still miserable. He's still unhappy. The show is all about connecting with your family and having your family be most important and stopping the lies.
You
Don't
cannot
lie.
tell me that that's what the show's about if you have to get to the end of it to have that be the message. I have watched 1.5 seasons, and that is not in there at all. He uses his family as a scapegoat, as an excuse for him to be his.
And I don't think it ever says that he's a good person. That he's making the right choices.
You're right.
It shows
saying
that he's
if that's who you are, accept that and be yourself.
No, it's not.
I will just stop us there because we've already had this discussion on the podcast before. But I just want to add that I've never seen it. All I know is that my dad's a pharmacist, and everybody makes the joke that he's the guy because he's bald. So that's who he is every Halloween. That's all I can add.
Okay, that's kind of cool. All right, Lauren, what is your number 5?
This is really funny because it was on an underrated for you guys. I put the horror genre. In the aspect of not thrillers, in the actual horror of trying movies that are trying to just I'm trying to think of what the correct word is that's supposed to not make you scared but make you repulsed and stuff like that. I do not like it if they make there's a couple things that if it's in a horror movie, I will absolutely not touch. I usually don't touch horror as a rule of thumb, but if it has creepy old women, I can't do that. If it has body horror, and then yeah, I really just don't like the gore of things. If it gets super gory, it just makes me feel gross, and so I don't like the horror aspect of like trying to like make you feel appalled and like gross and that part of horror. If you want like thrillers, I'm okay with thrillers. Um, but like, or if like it has anything to do with like kids, I don't like that in my horror as well. So that's where I feel like a lot of times it will pin on horror stuff. And then also, I just have a very active imagination. And so usually those aspects will go into my dreams and I will dream these things. And I don't want to relive those horrors. So thank you, no thank you.
I agree with you.
Okay.
I think shows like Saw are incredibly overrated and just gory to be gory, and it's just gross and not good.
I think that about some. Like I like the first Saw. I think the first Saw is actually quite good. I think the second one's quite good. The rest of them, I would completely agree with you guys. I think there's some horror movies and aspects that are overrated, and I am a fan of the genre. And then there's a lot of it that I also think is underrated, and I think both of you are fair, to be completely honest. Um, all right, my number 5 is The Name of the Wind. It is a huge fantasy book, absolutely ginormous. It's my brother-in-law's favorite book of all time, and I just don't get it. I don't think it's fine. I don't think it's a bad one. It's not like overalls where I rage against overalls and how stupid they are. It's just not that good. The writing is not as pretty as everybody thinks it is. The story is kind of bland. Um, the one area of the book that I actually think is really good was when he talks about playing music, because he captures playing music very very well. But that's one chapter of the entire book, and the book is freaking long. Like, it's ginormous. The school system thing isn't that great. There's nothing that really stands out. It is a very mid book for something that is often said as being like one of the greatest fantasy novels of all time, second coming of Lord of the Rings. It gets talked about extremely highly, and it's just not that good.
So you view it the way I view the Mistborn trilogy.
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I just I think it's
I debated
fine.
putting that on the list.
Really?
Yeah. Not Name of the Wind, Mistborn.
Okay. Yeah. I it's fine. It is fine. It's just it's super overrated. Okay, with that, let's go to number 4, Lauren.
I have Helldivers too, because my brothers are always texting me gifts of democracy to try to get me onto playing Helldivers. And I've caved a couple of times and played with them, but I am not good at this game, and maybe that's why I hate it. But I keep trying to figure out what democracy has to do with defeating the bugs. And so I keep like trying to ask them these questions, and they're like blowing stuff ever. I'm like, it's fun to watch, but to play, I just feel like I have to do a secret handshake to shoot a bug, and I think it's overrated. For my brothers are like playing it every day for hours, and I'm like, I don't understand the love this game is getting. I get people liking it, but I do not understand how it got so big. But it's huge.
I
I
agree.
like the game, and I actually agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get on
It's
and I
very
play with
enjoyable.
people, and they're level like 121, and I'm level like 30, and I'm like, we started playing the same day. Like, seriously? I get it. I agree.
That's
Yeah.
totally fair. All right, my number 4. I really debate with how I want to rank the rest of this list. I think I'm going to put my number 4 as actually Panda Express. Panda Express is going to be my number 4. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Panda Express number 4. I have gone on a rant on this before, but basically you can find Chinese food everywhere because there are billions of Chinese people and they make a freak ton of restaurants. and it's usually cheaper and better, and you will find Chinese food in the middle of nowhere. And I don't understand why people go to Panda, because it's not very good. You're going to spend more money, and I just think it's completely and utterly ridiculous.
You made me want
Does
to go
it
get Panda.
earn any credit for the video I sent you?
A little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
Just for
I'll give it
everybody's
that. A little bit.
knowledge, I found out that Panda Express in Hawaii invented orange chicken.
Yeah.
It's not from China. Panda Express invented it. And I sent it to Konlin because I was like, Konlin hates Panda Express.
I do hate Panda Express, and it might be higher on that list because it honestly gets that. Because the only thing I can say good about Panda Express is the orange chicken. Because there are times,
Convenience. Time.
I think other Chinese places are as convenient in time. Like, they're really quick.
I don't know if anyone that has a drive-through.
I guess there's a drive-through. I could give it that.
That's my point. Is like you literally just get your food immediately.
Orange chicken at some other Chinese restaurants where they have also really good food sometimes isn't as good as Panda. I can give it that. We went to a Chinese place up in Logan, and I think all of the other food was better than Panda. All of it. But the orange chicken was a little bit better at Panda. That gives me pain to say. Gives me pain. But I also still don't think it's that good. I still think it's overpriced, and I still think it's stupid. But, yeah.
It's still not worse than KFC.
It is worse than KFC. It's absolutely worse than KFC. And it's more, I feel like it's more loved than KFC, too. No.
Anyway, it is, but you can actually point to something that you actually like there, unlike KFC, which is just terrible. We'll move on, though. We've had this. We don't need to reiterate.
We've done this one. We've done this one.
Yep.
Josh, what is your number 4?
My number 4 is Fight Club. People talk about this movie like it is some great meaning and so insightful, and what a great twist, and all of the things above, and how great Brad Pitt was. And I watched this movie and I was like, wow, what a waste of time. What the freak just happened? What are they talking about a twist? They tell you at the beginning. I don't get it. And because of Conlin's arguing, I watched it a second time. And again, I was like, I wasted my eyeballs on this awful, shitty movie. I don't get why people would watch this thing and say this is good, classic, amazing, whatever. It's awful. It's terrible. It's a dumb movie.
You wasted his eyeballs.
Yeah, you did, Konlin. You wasted my eyeballs.
We've gone over our disagreements for that. We've gone over our disagreements on that. I think that it's actually a very good movie. Is it overrated? I will even give you, yes, I think it is a little overrated, but I still think it's a good movie. But there are people that worship this movie as like the second coming of anything good in the world, and praise to all that can be good. And I think it's a good movie, but it's not the greatest thing that's ever happened in the history of the world. I think that's fair. Lauren, did we go through your 4th? I can't remember.
Yeah, I started with the 4s, I believe.
Okay, cool. I will go with my number 3. Man, I struggle with these top 3. I really do. I might regret this later. I don't know. I am gonna put The Notebook as my 3rd one, which is also shocking. I hate this movie. I do not like this movie. I hate this movie. I think it is a terrible romance. It is often rated as the best romance of all time. It is awful. Their relationship is terrible. It is not something that you should teach anybody to watch. I actually think this movie is disgusting. And I don't know. There's nothing good I can say about it. Rachel McAdams, I guess, got popular because of this, and that allowed her to make one of my underrated movies. So yay to that, I guess. But The Notebook is trash. It's terrible. No one should watch it. It should be forgotten, and it should be thrown into a trash. Actually, it should be burned in hell, because that is what The Notebook deserves. It is a terrible, terrible movie.
I agree.
Terrible.
It's overrated. Love how you added Burn in Hell.
Burn it. I despise The Notebook. It is the only. Is it the only movie I would never watch again? Is the only
The
movie
other one you just mentioned that you said just a few ago on your list.
yeah, but The Notebook, like,
Hereditary.
oh yeah, I wouldn't watch Hereditary either. I hate both of those movies. The Notebook's worse though. The Notebook people think is a good movie. They think it's a good romance. They think it's sweet. They think it's adorable. No, it is teaching you to be a terrible person. It is teaching women to be a worse human being because she sucks. She is a terrible person in that movie. All right, that was my number 3. I raged, and maybe I should have put it higher. I don't know. We're gonna keep going. Josh, what is your number 3?
My number 3, I put the Avengers, specifically Endgame, but I think all of them suck. And people talk about them being great superhero movies or the greatest superhero movie. And I'm like, Spider Man 2? Are you kidding me? The Batman Begins, Batman Dark Knight. They don't even come close. That's all I really have to say about it is like, Avengers Endgame was one of the most anticipated movies of all time
Absolutely.
and still got prestige saying it was a great movie. It was long and boring and contradicted itself all the time. Thanos is a stupid villain. I don't really have a lot to say more than that. It's just super, super overrated.
I can agree with that, but isn't like the first Avengers? Do you agree is a good movie?
It's okay.
Okay.
I would give the first Avengers movie a 5.5.
Oh wow, I genuinely like the first Avengers movie. I think the second one is okay. I actually think the rest of them are just okay movies. I don't think they're bad. They're okay. Is the way I would look at it.
Do think they're bad.
I would say, in like the realm of going back and watching them now and rating them, they're okay. But like when they were coming out, I remember it being so cool that they were putting like that there's all these Easter eggs in all of these other movies. And so I was like trying to figure out who was actually going to be in the Avengers and stuff like that. So like I liked the little, I guess, the fandom of like going and then like watching it with my friends and stuff. And I remember watching like Endgame with my friends, and that was like a fun experience. But now, like watching Endgame by myself, I was like, oh, this wasn't as fun as I remembered watching it with my friends. So I think it was like kind of cool to do it as like a group. And I think that's where it made it super popular versus like, yeah, I agree. Now, if I was just watching it by myself, which I did do a rewatch a couple weeks ago, it was okay.
I think that's why it's as it's the culture of it. I think the culture around Harry Potter is also why it's as big as it is. But Avengers is what made my list because like I can see good in Harry Potter. I genuinely don't get the love for Avengers, specifically Endgame. There are some things in the first one and the third one that I can see as good. The second one is the worst one. Endgame is just not very good.
Yeah, I won't fight that.
New honorable mention: Harry Potter. I actually completely forgot about that, but I would put that in my top 10, or I would put that in my honorable mentions for sure. For sure. Anyway, Lauren, what's yours?
Peanut butter.
No! I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
I'll give this to you. This is like a weird thing that I have. I like peanut butter on sandwiches. That's it. I don't think peanut butter belongs in like desserts, treats, or anywhere else. I do not like peanut butter anywhere else but in a sandwich. That's it.
That's so weird.
I don't know what's wrong with me, but that is what's wrong with me.
Lauren. I can't have peanut butter or anything else delicious. I can just have it in the whatever.
Like I'll literally make
honorable mention for me: peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Continue.
I was gonna say I love having chicken noodle soup and then bread with peanut butter on it and dip it. Love it.
That's
weird.
disgusting.
So
That
good.
is so weird.
My mom would make that for me when I was sick, and I just remembered that, like, I think I was sick like a couple months ago, and I was like, you know what would hit? Peanut butter, a peanut butter sandwich with dipped in my chicken noodle. It's so good. And then I did a peanut butter and banana sandwich with my chicken noodle, and that was good. But
So for
yeah,
anyone that is just listening, in our last episode, I talked about picking toes, and that my face right now is probably similar to what Josh's was, because that I like peanut butter, and that sounds disgusting. Peanut butter dipped in the no, that does not sound
it's
good to me
so
at
good.
all.
I mean, if you think
And
about it, there's like
you
peanut butter
want that
curry.
over a Reese's?
If you think of like peanut butter curry, though.
I don't like peanut butter. I don't like
Well,
curry.
okay,
Curry
then you
should be on
probably
my
don't
list.
like that.
Honorable mention curry.
You don't
I
get
can't
any
believe
more.
I didn't think about curry. Curry, I don't like.
You
I
don't
don't
get any more
understand why
honorable.
anyone likes curry. I have so many honorables. Curry should actually be on my legit list because I don't like curry. I don't get it.
It depends on the curry for me. I do think it's a little overrated, but there are some good curries.
I like the mango curry.
I've tried so many curries. I
Dory.
just don't like the curry flavor. Not my thing.
My sister-in-law makes a chicken pineapple mango curry.
Ooh.
It's so good.
See, that sounds so good, but I've tried multiple curries and it's just not. Curry is not my
That's
thing.
fair.
Mm.
That's okay.
Curry is not my thing.
Mm.
Anyway, so we were just getting back to how Lauren is absolutely crazy because she's dipping peanut butter in her chicken noodle, and you don't like Reese's. No,
I don't like Reese's.
Like,
I don't like Reese's Pieces. I don't like. Josh force fed me this like peanut butter ice cream.
I was literally about to give you credit. I was literally about to say, give her credit. She tried the best ice cream in the world, Leatherby's peanut butter cookie dough ice cream. She gave it a try. But no,
That
you
one's
had to go and
delicious.
shit on me.
The chocolate peanut butter Tillamook is so good. Actually, have I told you, Josh, about my friend and their airport thing with chocolate peanut butter Tillamook?
No.
Okay, so this is like the 90s, and he loves chocolate peanut butter Tillamook ice cream. It's his favorite thing in the entire world. It is my friend's dad, and he flies to Oregon for a business trip, and he gets Tillamook ice cream flown back home with him because they don't have it. It's not available during this time. So he packs it up in a giant crate with dry ice and gets it okayed to go on the plane. He flies over to Houston, and then he gets a layover and flies over to Austin. Austin is where he lives. He gets to Austin, and he's like, "Where's all my luggage? Where's everybody's luggage? What's going on?" He he finds out that he goes to a lady, and the lady's like typing things up and looks like, "Oh no, sir. Oh no, sir. I need you to come for questioning." And he finds out that his ice cream exploded and shut down the entire Houston airport. And he couldn't get his chocolate Tillamook ice cream because it got taken away from him. So he had like 9 gallons of chocolate Tillamook ice cream that was just gone. So sad. So
you tried
funny.
to take down the Houston airport.
Try to take down the Houston airport with chocolate deliciousness because it's so good. It's so
butter.
flavorful and so wonderful that it exploded. Literally like it does in your mouth because it's amazing. Peanut butter is incredible.
Don't eat peanut butter.
Stay happy, eat peanut butter. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing.
I think it's like, because it's not necessarily like a taste thing. It's like okay, like Reese's and stuff, but I think it just makes me so freaking thirsty that I hate it.
That's fair. Peanut butter does do that.
It does make you thirsty, for sure.
Yeah.
Do you like almond butter?
I have never tried it, but I like Nutella and stuff like that.
Okay. I feel like it's different.
Yeah. Okay.
It is. Nutella is more like a chocolate substitute. Almond butter is more like a peanut butter substitute.
Yeah. I'd be interested if you like almond butter or like Biscoff butter, which is also kind of different, but more similar-ish.
Yeah.
Makes
Anyway.
me thirsty now. Just kidding.
Josh, did we go over your number 2 yet? I can't remember.
No.
Number 3.
Okay. All right, number 3.
Number 3, yes, we did.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go to your number 2.
Okay. My number 2, I don't feel like you guys are really going to have an opinion about, but I'm quite opinionated about it. My number 2 is LeBron James.
Love the best.
Yeah, people talk about him in the GOAT conversation. I think he's barely a top 10 player. If we talk about the sport, right, of basketball, I think we can all agree that defense doesn't matter as much as offense. But it matters some. So whether you call defense 30% of the game or 50% of the game, LeBron has made the all-defensive team 3 times in his really long career. Maybe more than that. I don't know. And LeBron defenders just say, well, he just doesn't play defense. But when he has crazy chase down blocks, like he plays really good defense when he wants to play defense. I think that's bullshit. Look at LeBron, look at Michael Jordan, look at Kobe Bryant, and tell me that like those aren't easily better players than him. Like they had the work ethic to play, even when the games quote unquote didn't matter. LeBron is 4-8 in the finals. Kobe Bryant is 5-2. The fact that like people ignore Kobe, and I don't like Kobe as a person, but like ignore him as even being in the conversation is madness. Because to me, Kobe is easily better than LeBron. And then the next one I'm going to throw in is Steph Curry. Specifically, if you incorporate what they did for the sport and not while they were actually on the court. With Michael Jordan, he led the NBA to an all-time high in viewership. With LeBron James, he led that NBA to an all-time low. What did LeBron do for the league? Well, he created super teams. He created players demanding places. He did nothing good for the sport. Steph Curry introduced the three-point line. He created shooting. He made everybody want to be like him. It's amazing. Plus, Curry's 4-6, so he has a better record in the finals than LeBron as well, with the same number of rings. I think LeBron is super overrated.
I agree.
I believe you.
I agree completely. Absolutely overrated. And I don't think he's a very good person off the court either. I just don't think he's a good dude.
I just like
He's
doing
not,
the
but neither is Kobe,
super
so I
overrated.
can't make that argument.
That's true.
LeBron James. That's all that I like.
LeBron James.
LeBron James.
I agree, man. I completely agree. All right. Lauren, what is your number 2?
We have another food item, and it was also one of Josh's honorable mentions, bacon. It has to be cooked like very specifically well for me to like enjoy it. Otherwise, like everybody just crisps up their bacon way too much.
Makes it taste like ash.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. I agree. I would rather
I'll
go
do that.
with sausage than with bacon because people don't cook it correctly.
What if it's cooked well? Like, would it really perfectly cooked bacon or cooked sausage? What would
sausage?
you pick?
I like sausage
If it's
better.
perfect bacon, I would probably pick bacon, but it's hard to cook bacon really, really well. It's hard.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't understand people's like cult following of bacon. I think it's overrated. I don't believe that adding bacon to everything makes it better. Yeah, I'm like, it's fine if you cook it right. A lot of people don't cook it right. So that's
What is cook it right to you? Because that's part of the problem is I think cook it right is different for everyone.
Yeah.
Like me, I'm like, I want my bacon super soft and floppy.
Mm-hmm. It needs to be, super soft and floppy, but like just the hints of it starting to crisp, and then it's perfect.
That's exactly where I am. Exactly.
Yep.
Okay, cool. That's a good one. All right, my number two. My number two and number three could have switched back and forth. My number two is going to be Pokemon. Um, Pokemon is famous the world over. It is absolutely huge, and I don't get it. I've tried playing the Pokemon games. I find them boring. All of them. I think they're all boring waste of time. The card game is not very well put together. It's kind of a dumb card game. Um, there's just nothing about it that doesn't scream mediocrity, and it is huge. And I know so many people that love Pokemon from every sides, every walk of life. Everyone seems to disagree with me that Pokemon is just so unbelievably mediocre. It simply does not deserve the hype. It is so damn overrated.
I don't even think it's mediocre.
You think it's just bad?
I think it's just bad. The games are boring.
They're so
The
boring.
card game is awful. I will say it's not the worst because I do think Yu-Gi-Oh! The card game is worse. Um, Collecting the cards, I guess, if you're, like, is it worse than collecting baseball cards or magic cards or whatever? No. But, like, it's not mediocre to me. It is just objectively
But
bad.
even the cards, like if I'm just collecting the cards, the artwork on Magic cards and Yu-Gi-Oh cards is better than
It's also
what I've seen
newer,
with
though,
Pokemon.
right? Like, Pokemon got big because it was the first,
That's true. That's true. There is some truth to that.
right?
Actually, was Pokemon before Magic?
Uh,
I honestly don't know this.
do not know. I know the show became big in the early 90s.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
know which one of those was first.
I imagine Magic is older, but I think Pokemon was bigger because of the show and the tie-in games, whereas Magic was just a card game.
Magic the Gathering was first, but only by like 3 years. It's very, very close. Anyway, I just do I hate the Notebook more? Yes, but the people who there are so many people that love Pokemon, and it is just when I guide something on being overrated, it is more overrated in my mind.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I didn't know you hated the Notebook, but
Oh. I am happy to rant on that terrible piece of garbage anytime.
your face
Anytime.
for a second, like, what?
Garbage eating, terrible bull crap of a movie. All right, that is our number two, guys. Everybody did their number two? Yeah, right.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Let's go to our number one most overrated things. And I will just start it off. My number one most overrated thing is this tribal culture that we have in the world where like politics or sports teams or everybody else is the enemy. And I absolutely hate it. Um, like, you don't have to hate the Lakers because you're a Jazz fan.
But
I
I
hate
do.
that. But Josh does. I don't like that. I don't like the fact that everything is completely wrong that the opposing ref or that the ref does to your team because the ref did something to your team. Where I'm like, no, that's a pretty good call. There's so many people that just call it wrong. There's so much hate and violence towards other team because they just like another team. It's absolutely stupid. Same thing with politics. Like, if you're a Republican, you have to follow everything that Republicans think, even if you don't know what that is. Or the Democrats, you follow whatever the Democrats think, even though you don't know what that is. You actually don't know what you're going for, but you have to be part of this team, and it's brainwashed absolute madness, and it causes major harm to everybody. It's bad in families. It's bad. It's just not a good thing. Be logical. Be kind. And this tribalized thinking and tribalized behavior does not lead to kindness. It does not lead to love. It does not lead to a better world. It is a ginormous problem that I wish that we could get rid of, but I think it's very ingrained in human nature.
That's a great number one. I agree.
I agree that it's super overblown. Uh, I do think that it does have its place, though. Um,
I think being part of a tribe does, but it just gets over. People become
Right, like
overzealous.
how it is now is absolutely true, but to say tribalism doesn't bring anything good, like
I
how
I
many
agree.
times do you bond over hating The Last Jedi with somebody?
That's yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
there's some good things to come from it is my
Yep.
only point. I think it's a great number one pick because of how it is currently.
I can agree with Josh, and I make that point also. I just think it's the overzealous tribalism that rules a lot of our society. Um. Anyway, that is my number one. Lauren, let's go with yours.
Pizza. Like how we had like this deep number one, and I'm like pizza. I like. I feel like I have to get like really good, bougie pizza for me to enjoy pizza. I don't get the like going to Little Caesars and just grabbing the cheapest thing for pizza's
Oh, I
sake.
miss Little Caesars.
I will never eat Little Caesars again.
I had Little Caesars yesterday.
I ate Little Caesars and then I threw it up everywhere and then I went to the hospital for a week. So it's not my
That's why
favorite.
I hate cheesecake, though.
Mm.
It's because you threw it up.
It's because you threw it up because you got too sick from it.
Yeah,
I was
I don't like.
literally debating 2.5 hours yesterday just to get Little Caesars.
Should have asked me.
I
I
don't
would have
like
told you no.
blueberry muffins or blueberry pancakes because I threw that up. Like it's totally fair.
Yeah, but I'll still eat like I just don't get people just getting the cheapest pizza for pizza's sake. Uh like I'll get bougie pizza every once in a
I can
while.
answer that. It's because of quantity. Sometimes you just want a lot of okay food and not necessarily a little of great food.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's true.
That's fair.
I ate a
Yeah.
whole pizza in like 12 minutes yesterday.
I guess that's true. It is a lot of food for cheaper, so I guess that's why a lot of people get it. We should make more food, less money. Vote me for
Agree.
president.
Oh, you just made me think vote Pedro for president, and I would like to put in my honorable mentions Napoleon Dynamite because I freaking hate that movie, and I can't believe I didn't think about it.
I
Also,
already cut
Nacho
off your
Libre.
quota. No, I already cut off your quota.
Also, Nacho Libre.
I'm putting that on my
Stupid movie.
underrated. I'm going back in time and putting that on my underrated.
Stupid movie.
I love it.
Oh, so dumb. Okay, Josh, close this out. What is the most underrated thing of all, or what is the most overrated thing of all time?
So this is my number one, mostly because it's what inspired me to suggest that we made these lists. For whatever reason, a little over a week ago, I got really into the last meals on YouTube. And I forgot who it was, but him and Tom Hanks both had this in their last meals choices.
Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay and Tom Hanks both had an In-N-Out burger on their last meals choices. So I just chose In-N-Out in general because it's not that good. I would rather any other burger place than In-N-Out.
You would rather the burger from McDonald's versus a burger
Yes.
from In-N-Out?
Yeah.
I think you are crazy. Straight up crazy.
I'm with Josh.
I will have my burger in 5 minutes. You'll be sitting in that line for 2 hours.
That's true. For real. That's a fair point.
If I was just going by flavor, I would say probably about the same. Unless you made it animal style or monster style or whatever, then maybe slightly better. But animal style or monster style, whatever it is, doesn't travel once well at all. You have to eat it there. One time,
Yes, you do.
I had one of my employees leaving, so I was like, "What's your favorite meal? I want to pick it up and bring it to you on your last day." And he was like, "Oh, I want In-N-Out." I was like, "Okay, text me your order. I'll bring it there." It is literally a 2.5 minute drive. And by the time I got through the line, picked up the food, and delivered it to the person, the cheese had like congealed and was nasty. It was absolutely disgusting texture. It was awful. In-N-Out Burger sucks. I don't get it. I do not get this phenomenon that is In-N-Out Burger because it's not good.
I do like In-N-Out, but I was shocked when I saw Gordon Ramsay had it on the list. Like, absolutely shocked. And I like In-N-Out, but I don't think it's good enough to be on anybody's last meal list.
Well, like the most shocking thing to me with Gordon Ramsay is like I've seen videos of him making the perfect burger.
Yeah.
Right? He adds an egg yolk.
His
He
burgers
adds.
are good.
It looks so freaking delicious, and then he's like, "For my last meal, I want an In-N-Out burger."
What are you talking about?
No, absolutely not. And like they admit that it had been sitting around for like 20 minutes before they started eating it. No way is that burger good. That is awful. Awful pick. Don't like it. Don't go to In-N-Out. Culver's is better. Wendy's is better. McDonald's is better because you can get it faster and you don't even have to get a burger there. There's like chicken nuggets, I guess.
Chicken nuggets are bad.
Just like stop giving In-N-Out your money. Go somewhere else. Go to Chick-fil-A. Save a cow. I'll buy it by their branding. Save a cow. Go get Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A is better, man. Chick-fil-A is better. Wendy's is better. Carl's Jr. is better. There's quite a few better options.
Go get a Carl's Jr. breakfast burger. Because holy crap, it changed my life and I haven't had one for a year.
Okay, I'll go tomorrow in my new car.
I had one last week. It's so good. It is so good. Their breakfast burgers are so good.
Your camera paused at you, like looking up at the ceiling. It's kind of funny.
It was literally an angel just pausing it, being like, well, guys, that is going to be our episode. We appreciate you watching. What are your most overrated, underrated things? We want to know. Am I right? Is Pokemon extremely overrated?
Yeah.
Or overall.
You are.
Or overalls. That's a better question. Overalls. We want to know. What do you guys agree with? What do you disagree with? Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.